Dạ, con xin chào cả nhà và chúng ta bắt đầu buổi pháp đàm chiều hôm nay với Achan và ông Pachon Sera. Dạ, cho con xin hỏi không biết đạo hữu nào có câu hỏi để bắt đầu không ạ? Anh Giao có định hỏi gì không anh Giao?
Anh mới xuống xe từ Sài Gòn về xuống tức thì luôn.
Dạ,
Nhưng mà anh chỉ muốn cô Sarah, cô giúp mình nghe một chút về cái ý này, anh thấy hay hay. Nếu
dạ
cô
em
đồng
mời
ý
anh,
thì anh bắt đầu.
em mời anh ạ. Dạ,
À, cảm ơn Krab, chào Sushi. And hello everybody. Cô Sarah, first of all, I would like you have me again. But before you can have me, I want to say a bit. So I really appreciate when Ajahn Sujin point out how dark the world is, the world that we live is. And at this discussion, Ajahn said that, but we can, we can see, we can see the nature of the dark when we consider, when we hearing about what is there right now. That's why we believe if we consider, we hear, we follow the path, right path, it's okay. And during that discussion, I heard from Kunsara, you said about the three kind of light. I think it's very, very nice and very helpful. So please, Achan and Kunsara, help us, help Vietnamese audience hear a bit about this topic. That's all. Thank you.
Thanks, Sal. It's quite a deep topic, quite subtle, the point. So the first kind of light and dark is just that which we conventionally think about, like now. It's daytime still in Vietnam, so we say it's light, or here beginning to get a little bit dark, but the lights are on, so we say it's light. But at nighttime, we say it's so dark. If you get up in the middle of the night, so dark, we can't see. So this is just conventional way of talking about light and dark that we're so used to. Even little Tiger can say what is light and what is dark. In this sense, we don't need a Buddha to tell us anything about the light and dark that we're so used to, the conventional idea of light and dark. But deeper meaning is that when does light appear? At a moment of hearing, only sound is heard, no light appears, no light is experienced. At a moment of smelling or tasting or touching, for example, touching hardness, only hardness appears, no light appears at that moment at all. At a moment of thinking about one's house, thinking about the traffic outside, thinking about one's lunch, thinking about little Tiger, no light appears because it's just thinking about the idea, the story. What about even at moments when there is thinking with kusala chitas, moments of kindness, moments of generosity, even moments of understanding, no light appearing. So actually, the world only appears light. Only light is only experienced at moments of seeing. At moments of seeing, the visible object appears because it's light at that moment. Even when seeing at nighttime, it's dark, but there's a little bit of light, but no colors appearing, no green or red or blue or yellow, because not enough light. So just a little light. But during the day now, light appears at moments of seeing. As soon as there's no seeing of what is visible, no light appearing. So the rest of the day, actually, what appears is in darkness, not in light. But it seems that it's light all the time. Because of memory and thinking, it seems that they're seeing all the time, that visible object appears all the time. It seems there are sounds heard all the time. This just shows how much ignorance has been accumulated, how little understanding there is of the world that is seen now, just for a moment, light just for a moment. So this is the deep meaning of light just appearing at moments of seeing only. And the third meaning is we read about panya, when panya is like, when right understanding arises, it's like flashing a light into the room. The truth is revealed, it appears. So panya is like the reality which lights up the object to be understood. So we can read about the light of panya. So of course, it's not like the light that appears to seeing. It's a way of referring to the great jewel, the gem of panya, which lights up the truth which hasn't been known before. When there's ignorance, everything is dark, nothing is known, nothing is understood. It's like the curtain covers up the truth. It's just dark. So this is the third meaning, different meaning. Any?
I could add just a couple of things there. When it's said that there's only light at moments of seeing, of course, that also means that moments of thinking about what has been seen, there's also no light. It's just the memory of light. So right now, when it seems that one is seeing people and things, this is thinking about the visible object that has been experienced. And so it's not light appearing, but the memory of light. The other point is that, as Sarah said, we assume that there's light all the time until it's pointed out to us, until it has been pointed out by Ajahn in this case that actually there are only light at moments of seeing. Nevertheless, although we appreciate the truth of that, there is an assumption that it's light all the time. This kind of assumption is not to be confused with wrong view. I don't think it's being suggested that we have wrong view in that regard. There are many things about life and based on experience in life that are assumed, but that do not involve and that are wrong in not in accordance with the reality, but nevertheless are not wrong view. I've just mentioned that because there's a difference between thinking the text, an assumption, and a held belief or view. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Jonathan. And Ajahn Suchin, can I say that? Because our understanding about the reality at this moment is very, very little. That's why it's so dark. Can I say that?
It's not just to be said, but to incite a subtle truth that now, whatever appears now does not appear as it is. Even in light, see, hardness is not in light, but now it appears even at moment of touching in light. That's why I'm beginning to understand the difference between different doorways. For example, seeing. Can it see darkness? Can it see?
No, Ajahn.
How can it be known whether it's now dark or light if it's not seen?
Panya.
Not panya yet. Not panya yet.
Yeah, not panya yet, because not panya yet.
As long as there is seeing, that which is seen can be anything. We can say visible object or that which is seen, but in truth, no matter what the word is there, the nature of that which is seen is seen. That's why everyone closes one's eyes, turn on all light in the room, but seeing is there. Seeing that before the light is turned off, it's light. But when the light is turned off, it's dark. Seeing can see darkness. Otherwise, how can it be known that it's dark? Darker and darker and darker and darker, it doesn't matter at all. As long as seeing sees that it's darker now, and it's darker and darker and darker, see. This is the way the seeing sees what is there, impinge on the eye base. No matter what we call it, if it does not impinge on the eye base, it cannot be seen, no matter we take it for dark or light. But they are only that which can be seen, only. Is that right? So this is the first kind of darkness seen by seeing, when the light is gradually turned off one by one until it's dark. So seeing see that it's darker than before until it's dark, no light. And what about the minder? Can minder experience everything, no matter light or dark, or sound or smell? Minder experiences whatever is there after the sense though. But the minder itself is not light at all. That's why learn to understand the differences between the sensor and the minder. When minder appears, what about the sensor? All gone. No matter what doorway of sensor, because minder experiences everything as the sensor, or even there's no sensor as the object, the minder can think about anything, and that's the minder. So the minder itself is dark. And what about the ear? It's dark, isn't it? But even it's not minder, but it does not experience light. Any moment of not experiencing light or the visible object or that which is seen is dark. One closes one's eye, there can be smelling, tasting, touching, hearing, thinking all day. That's why learn to understand each different doorway. But what is the meaning of dark and light when there's no understanding? Closes the eyes and just turn off the light in darkness at midnight or when it's not light. It's dark. Nothing appears, right? There can be thinking, there can be hearing, but no light at all. And if you are in the dark room and you'd like to get out of the room, can you? Do you know where the door is? Just fumble whatever is there by shape and form to be known. But it's wrong when there's no light. You might take the chair for the table. See, no words at all, but what is there is experience in darkness, hardness, softness, smell, taste, touch, but no way out in darkness at all. And the darkness of ignorance is darker than anything else. Because even in light or any sensor or minder, there is no understanding the truth of what is there as it is at all. Right now, see? The seeing is not that which is seen, just heard about it. But how come to be no one and nothing, invisible object or that which is seen at all? Right understanding begins to consider the truth intellectually. What is seen is only different colors, if we name it brown or red or blue or black or white. Only that, no one there at all in the color, in what is seen. No cupboard, no bed, no window, nothing can be taken for anything at all. That's why beginning to understand the subtlety of realities, how come to be instantly see something at moment of seeing, impossible. Before there can be the letting go of anything appear in light as the pen or the paper or the book or anything. It has to be how great understanding is there, which can let me go. There's someone or something in light to be like actual one. People and things are there from day to day, from year to year, from life to life. And that is ignorance, so dark, because it cannot understand the truth. So now, even it's very bright light, no understanding at all, it's in darkness of ignorance. That's why the light can be compared to light, because it can understand the truth of what is there, which appears as in light or in darkness, as it is, just one reality at a time. This is the way to begin to understand the truth of a Dhamma, because the Dhamma cannot be changed from seeing to be hearing, impossible. Seeing sees, when it arises, it cannot hear, it cannot think at all. And this is right understanding of one reality intellectually, not yet directly, instantly. Awareness with right understanding of the reality which is the object of experiencing. For instance, right now, there is hardness in light. See, it's ignorant, not understanding the nature of hardness, that it's not in light at all. That's why what is taken for different kinds of things, people, and so on, is wrong understanding. Because it just, no matter in light or darkness, it's hard, only hardness. It cannot be changed to be sound or smell or anything at all. So the world of understanding the reality as it is not the world of people and things, as it has been accumulated from life to life, years and years and years. That's why learn to understand the truth. Just one moment is the path, samadhi, to understand that in truth, when right understanding develops, it has to begin to understand one reality at a time only, little by little. So when it's so clear, it's ready to experience the nature of that object. It has to be the third round of the Arya Satya in darkness. Because Panya arises, not the seeing, which is experienced in light, but it's the experience, the truth of what is there as it is. So it has to be in darkness. So light is just a speck between other sound or smell or taste or tongue appearing one at a time as different ones, not together at all, like now in light. Is it true? And this level of understanding is the first round of Arya Satya, to understand different doorways one by one, to know that it hasn't been realized before at all. It hasn't been firm, confident of the truth of the doorway at all. So, right understanding, samadhi, even just now, is the beginning of the development of the path leading to realize the truth. And the truth is just as what we said. It cannot be changed. So when it appears clearly, it has to be only one object at a time, one reality at a time. Otherwise, it cannot be clear comprehension of any reality at all. And this is the first round of Arya Satya, to be developed, to be enrooted, to be parami, the conditions to enlighten the truth right now. When, who knows? Now, the conditions are ready, unexpectedly it's there. But it has to be the understanding of the object, not just what is it? I don't know how it comes. It just happened. That is not right understanding. So understanding of the truth of what is there little by little, each doorway, like now, what is seen cannot be anything at all. The ultimate truth is that it's only that which has conditioned to arise to impinge on the eye, bears, and seeing, experience it, so it appears as just what we take, what we say, color, visible object, or that which is seen, light or dark, it doesn't matter at all. Because it's just that which can be seen, a reality. Among all kinds of realities, just only one reality can be seen, not anyone. So wrong understanding is there as soon as it appears as something or someone, and in darkness can never be in light at all, because what is in light is just that which is seen. Different colors, no matter when, it has to be nothing in it. But when somewhere is in it, someone is in it, something is in it, it's wrong. So far apart, ignorance and understanding. Ignorance cannot understand the truth that what is seen now is just different color. One color at a time. How quick it is from moment to moment. Ignorance is there. Attachment is there. Wrong understanding, taking that which just only be seen as someone or something. In how many lives? Years and years ago. So the truth is that right understanding can penetrate the truth of this moment, any moment. because the truth is the truth. What is seen can be anyone or anything at all. Panya Parami, Satya Parami, Kanti Parami, Viriya Parami, not anyone now, only that which is seen. Nekama Parami, from moment to moment. So the path to understand the truth is so very subtle. All kinds of the four Arya Satchas are so subtle. Each word should be studied carefully to enroot the confidence of the truth that is so true. It has to be known as it is, not as one tries so hard to experience it. The idea of self is so very deep, very subtle. So it's no one but right understanding, understand the truth. So we learn about what is there in life, each moment, little by little, not just panya or right understanding, a reality which experience the object correctly, wisely, understanding the truth, little by little. But there must be more realities as conditions for different levels of right understanding too. Each moment can be studied, moment of attachment, moment of aversion, moment of kindness, moment of ignorance, moment of doubt. No matter what moment, it's real by conditions, not anyone. And this is the study of Dhamma.
Thank you, Ajahn. So, at the moment of understanding visible object, the visible object is the object of panya. So, at that moment, panya arises in the mind door because it's in darkness. But the visible object, which is the object of panya, has already fallen away, but still light can be understood, right? Could you please explain about this case?
A little more understanding of the truth is en route to understand a little more later. And that is so slowly, very slowly, because it's not just the word, but the understanding of the nature of it. For example, right now, we talk about that which is seen, no doubt, but the reality of it as nothing, no one, nothing in it. How come? I see at all, but in truth, just different colors. Is it firm confidence or remember firmer and firmer that it's not anything? That's why it's shorter and shorter, not think a lot of what is seen as before. Reading newspaper, so many things, just black and white. The story, the picture, and on, until it's just that which is seen. What is true, what can be known, not at will, but by hearing, considering more and more of the truth, not just some words like visible object and the seeing and sound and hearing. That's not enough. What is there in a day taken for something or some kind of feeling, story, and so on, are all different realities arising and falling away so very instantly. Condition the idea of something as usual as before hearing about the truth. But hearing the truth, consider it carefully how much ignorance is there. That reality arises and falls away differently at different moments, unknown. And all of realities in a day are taken for something all the time until nothing is there as something in daily life. One by one, little by little, great patience, great effort, great confidence, great satya, see?
And at that moment, sorry, Jan, please continue.
Yes, please.
And Tham, at that moment when there's understanding of visible object, of what is seen, it's the nimitta, the exact replica of what is seen. So it is the object that appears in light because it's a replica, like the perfect photocopy of what is seen, exactly as it is at that moment. Of course, as we know, when mind or cittas arise, they arise in darkness, but still what appears, what is understood, is the light visible object, just as it is at the moment of being seen in the sense door, in the eye door process.
Thank you, Sarah. That makes sense.
Dal, do you have any more questions following up your original question from what any of us were saying?
Yes, I still appreciate Ajahn Suchi because when the teacher and the Ajahn Suchi remind us about what is there now, it always make me sad because when we miss any other Buddhism, always they said about the meditation, the place to come, the temple, how day we spend to, how precept you keep, everything like this. Nobody said me about the what is there now. And Ajahn reminds us, understand just the first round of number two. That means what we hear, what we say, what we understand now, just intellectual understand, not experience the visible object. That means we're not urgent. We have to patient, and the right view, we have to improve it little by little, and the light of enlighten when we see the visible object as it is. Not, it calm when it's enough condition, not without of any especially. So one more time, ขอบคุณครับท่านอาจารย์ครับ and thank you. Thank you, Kunsara. You always point out the reality at this moment. Not anywhere, not anything. Not keep 5 precepts, not go to the temple in some special day in month, nothing. Thank you again.
And it is just now, like what is seen can be understood just as it is, and at the moment of understanding just what is seen, no thought about, well, which process is it, and how can it be this way or that way, and what exactly is seen, because it just appears just as it is. It's like it is right now, but without considering and reflecting, it's something straight away. But what is seen, just what is there, no matter what it's called. And it's the world at this very moment of seeing, just light for that instant, just what is visible appearing for an instant and gone. and it's not my experience or my understanding or my ignorance. They're just different dharmas. And like you say, it's here and now. Ignorance now, so what? It's just a dharma and gone. Understanding now, another dharma, so what? Gone instantly. All arising and falling away, all by conditions. No one who can do anything, no one who can go anywhere, no one who can catch or observe any reality. Thanks, Sal. Maybe Ajahn has any more she would like to add. I don't know.
Just learn to understand little by little of the truth of what is there, so it can become firmer and firmer confidence of no one. Citta is citta, not citasikas, and each citasika is different. How many of them arise with this citta and that citta and so on, to gradually firm understanding can wearing away little by little the idea of something. Shall we know how much understanding has developed? Or it doesn't matter at all. No one there. There are so many traps by attachment, lobha, in a day, even while hearing about different terms of what is there right now, as seeing is khanda. Is it patijasmupata? Is it dhatu and so on? But the understanding of the truth of it is all of them. We don't name it yet. For example, seeing is the reality which experiences the object as the chief. See, as the chief. So in the day, seeing is not known, because what is known is only that which appears, the object or the sound or the smell or the taste of the tangible object. That's all. And the idea and different people and things again and again and again. That's why before the understanding is firmly established, it takes quite a long time by a moment of understanding the truth firmly and firmly. Only that. So we can talk about whatever Buddha taught of this moment as the chief of experiencing, and the factors, the Chitasika, the mental factor, what are they, as different aspects of behavior. See, to let go the idea of I now study, or I now understand, or I now begin to learn to let go by hearing, considering little by little. See, the more understanding goes deeper and more subtle, the reality is more subtle. So deep, so subtle, more than just intellectual understanding. Much more. So we can talk about anything right now because they are real. And we can talk about one reality at a time to have a little more confidence of the truth. It's not anyone, it's not anything. It is just a reality. Behave by the way it has conditioned to arise. Can dosa be kind? Impossible. So at moment of being kind, it's not anyone at all. Not me, not you. Only a moment of conditioned reality.
In one of the Vietnamese discussions about Paticca Samuppada, people ask whether the linked Phassa and Vedana, do they refer to only the moment of Vipaka, or also they refer to any Phassa or any Vedana?
So what is Patijasmupada? It has to be clearly understood.
Yes, it's the dependent originations, the Dhamma that depend on each other to arise and continue on in the cycle of samsara.
The relationship of Patija.
Right.
Because nothing can arise by its will or anyone's will at all. Without the proper Patija, nothing can arise at all. That's why without avijja, can there be understanding, attachment, or anything? No matter how wholesome it is, how unwholesome it is, there is avijja, no understanding of the nature of what is there. So it conditions wholesome moment or unwholesome moment until it conditions the unwholesome karma or wholesome karma, different degrees. We talk about the first link, avijja conditioned sankhara, but we don't use the name or remember the name to understand it. But the way it is, avijja is there. No matter moment of kusala or moment of akusala, no understanding of the nature of what is there, which is kusala moment or akusala moment, kusala karma or akusala karma, and different degrees of kusala karma. See? And now, no understanding of the nature of what is there, condition, what we just said, akusala Dhamma or sankhara, apunya sankhara, and punya sankhara, moment of listening to the truth taught by the Buddha about what is there, little by little. It is conditioned to punya sankhara. Condition is result to arise later, to be more and more understanding, more and more clearly understanding, clear understanding of what? All by conditions. And who knows, in a day, each moment is conditioned by avijja. So Patijasmupada is right now conditioned by the past, avijja, and the sankhara of the past. Condition this moment. Avijja again, sankhara again. Just to understand life, the truth of life. No understanding of the truth is a reality. So when we talk about by way of kusala dhamma, akusala dhamma, apayakata dhamma, or kusala sila, akusala sila, and apayakata sila, see, just to understand different aspects of what is there, just one reality as it is. Otherwise, what shall there be understanding? Just that story or what? So Paticca is not just to be remembered, to be learned, but to understand life, to understand the truth of each moment. As no one, Dhamma is Dhamma, or Dhammas are anatta. Is there any doubt about avijja?
It's fine, Ajahn, with avijja.
And the point you're asking about passa. So as we know, passa is a nutriment for the citta and cetasikas. It arises without passa contacting the object, then citta cannot arise, vedana cannot arise. So without passa, no vedana. But we can also say the other way, without vedana, no passa. So in some contexts, it may just be referring to the vipaka cittas, like when we read about the in Paticca Samuppada about Vijnana Pachaya Nama Rupa, we know that the Nama in this context is referring to the vipaka namas that accompany the moment of birth and other vipaka cittas later. And so passa may also, in some context, just be referring to those moments. But in general, we can say, like now, passa is a nutriment for the citta to experience the object and the other cetasikas like Vedana at each moment in life. And not just for the Vedana at that moment, but at the next moment too, other moments.
So in the context of Paticca Samuppada, Phassa and Vedana that are mentioned refer only to the moment of Vipaka.
I let Ajahn answer that, because as we know, it is at each moment, but whether it's specifically referring at that moment just to the Vipaka Phassa, I can't say now. Ajahn?
Yes, in order to understand the nature of a reality, we have to talk about it just one reality at a time. So when we talk about passa, what is it? See,
It's a cetasika.
Is it real?
It's real, Ajahn.
And what is it?
Is a cetasika that arises with every moment of citta.
What does it do?
It contacts the object so that the citta can experience the object.
And when we talk about Paticca Samuppada, avijja condition what?
Sankhara, Ajahn.
Sankhara included passa, right?
Yes, Sankhara. In that it refers to the chetana that arises with own kusala or akusala.
It's not just try to find out or sum up, but to understand passa. It's a reality, and it's not the contact of the rupa, the hardness to the hardness, but it's that which contact the object to the citta, which arises together. See, beginning to understand what is passa is a reality, mental reality, and it has a function of contacting the object to the citta. So citta experienced that object which phassa contacted. It cannot experience other object at all, no matter what moment. No matter it's the birth moment or death moment or seeing or hearing, phassa is the ahara, nutrition, or we just use the term in Pali, ahara pachya, because it is like food, ahara, nutrition, which condition the other moment. That's why phassa contacted the citta to the object on and on and on each moment, non-stop. That's why the world goes on by phassa, contacted citta to the object to be experienced as visible object, different color, different people, different street and country, and so on. The world goes on because of phassa. Keep on. It contact citta to the object. So is phassa apiyagata Dhamma. This is the way to gradually letting go ignorance and clinging to the object when there is the understanding of any reality as it's just a reality. So it's
it can be kusala or akusala or abhayakata, depending on the citta that it arises with Ajahn.
So at moment of seeing, phassa is what kind of Dhamma?
It's abhayakata Dhamma, Ajahn.
See, such understanding can bring a little more letting go unknowingly. That at the moment of understanding it, not just reciting, it's just a reality which contact the citta to the object and experience that object. Citta cannot experience the object without contact, and it cannot experience the other object that contact doesn't contact it. So this is anatta in a moment, each moment, no matter it is Lokuttara moment or Lokiya moment or no matter what, firm confidence of no one. So Panya begins to understand the world goes on by phassa, which condition the other realities to experience the object that it has contacted instantly. But
so even if it's, sorry.
yes, please.
Jana, I was just going to say, so even at that moment of sankhara, that past chaitana, the karma that brought the result, even it's not mentioned, phassa was there, contacting the object, nutriment for the citta and the chaitana and the other dhammas to arise to experience the object, but it's just a matter of what is specified. So the emphasis is on chaitana, but one has to understand phassa is there, performing its function, contacting the object at every moment. So not just at vipaka moments, at any moment.
Thank you, Sarah. And Ajahn, please go on.
Okay. The beginning is ignorance, isn't it?
Yes.
And it conditioned sankhara, Dhamma, paticca avijja conditioned sankhara.
Mm-hmm.
What are the sankharas? The sankhara Dhammas by way of paticca only.
Mm-hmm. It's punya sankhara, punya abhisankhara, punya abhisankhara, and anencha, I'm not sure, anencha bisankhara, which refer to the
Arupa jhanas.
Arupa jhanas, yes.
Yes, last one.
So sankhara here is cetana cetasika, isn't it?
Yes, Ajahn.
That's why we talk about different levels of cetana when it arises with akusala dhamma, condition akusala kamma. It condition what? Avijja condition sankhara, and sankhara condition what?
Vijnana, Ajahn.
And what is vijnana?
The patisandhicitta.
Vipaka-citta, patisandhicitta, the first one. See?
Yes.
And this is life in this moment. Started from moment of avijja condition sankhara in the past. That's why patisandhicitta is different by different karma. This is very short, just in short. See, patisandhicitta is different, life is different by the karma in the past condition, the first moment in life to be born as human being or deva or animal and so on. Paticca samuppada is the patya from the very beginning to the end. Just learn about what patya say. Each thing. Avijja condition sankhara by what kind, what patya? And sankhara condition vijnana, patisandhicitta by what patya? Just learn about patya of life. That is paticca samuppada. The past, the link to the present, and the link is to the future. On and on and on. And the future is the past again, and present again, and future again. On and on and on. It's just like now. Paticca samuppada is not away from now. Avijja now, condition sankhara now. To be avijja condition sankhara, which condition vijnana, next life. From this life. And this life from past life. The circle of birth and death. That's all. So learn about this life. Vijnana condition what?
Vijnana condition namarupa, Ajahn.
The patisandhicitta, cetasika, and rupa. Conditioned by karma. To be ayatana.
And one of the friends asked last week, well, what are all the different conditions? But just at a moment, like at the moment when we read about vijnana conditioning, namarupa, just the conditions for the vijnana, the patisandhi, to condition the cetasikas. It's by Sahajata and Nisya and Sampayuta and Ati and Anyamanya, Vipaka, Pachya, so many conditions for each link to condition the next one. But as Jan said, it's not a matter of learning or memorizing or fixing it, but understanding about the different dhammas.
In short, kilesa, condition karma, and karma condition vipaka. The circle of birth and death. But they just.
And on account of vipaka, more kilesa, round and round.
And kilesa include both kusala and akusala.
Without a vijja and other kilesa, no kusala dhammas can arise. Without a vijja at the outset, no metta, no panya, no kusala dhammas of any kind. So in short, we can just say kilesa, kama, vipaka, round and round.
And I remember also one friend, I think it was a Sita Hua, she also asked this question about, when talking about Aramanu Upanisaya Pachaya, we know that they refer to the chitta and the chittasika, and that have the object and only for understanding or kusala or attachment. But her question is, it seems that there's objects that we really don't like, and it conditions dosa to arise again and again. And one moment not liking one object leads to another moment of not liking the same kind of object. So why only attachment of kusala are mentioned as Pachayupana Dhamma in that kind of pachaya, but not dosa?
I think it's because by this condition is referring to the object which is a desirable one or a powerful inducement. So what is the one that is the object of aversion is not a desirable object or one would like to accumulate or develop, but perhaps a general.
That's why we have to consider carefully, so carefully, what is the word again?
A question about the Araman Upanisaya Pachaya, and you know that the Pachayu, the Pachayupana Dhamma includes the kusala or attachment. But it seems that in life, we also not only with the desirable object, but undesirable object can condition the dosa to arise again and accumulate and arise again in the future. So why is not totally mentioned in that kind of condition?
When there is the understanding of the word Aramanu Panisya Pachaya, no doubt why it conditioned such and such moment. That's why what is the Aramanupa Nisaya Pachaya?
Because it's the desirable object. Yes, as we learn, they refer to the desirable object.
What color do you like?
Red, Ajahn.
Okay, so you'd like to have red. Each time you go to the market, shopping, shirt or blouse or whatever, or the car color, say anything you like, aramana, which is nisya, again and again attached to it. Just want to have it, try the way to have it, not the one that you dislike at all, until it's habit. The aramana, which is used to be object of attachment, is the aramanupa nisyapachya. That's why people like different color, different taste, because of the more there is experience it again and again, condition the habits to like, just to want to have that. Do you want to have that which you dislike in a day? Not even one moment. But what you like is the upanisya, dependent on it as object, to condition it again and again and again, to be habitual condition, just wanting to have that. That's why people are different. They like different objects. Some would like to play tennis, and some would like to play golf, and some would like to cook. We talk about the habits. Upanisya Pachaya is strong habit, the habitual experiences until it becomes one's habit to like it by nature. No thought that I should like it at all. It's by conditions already. Each moment of experience it with attachment. So in a day, what one gets is only what one likes, as much as one can have it. Is it true? So that object is the particular object which is desirable for the person who has accumulated that object on and on to cling to it so much. That's why any time there is clinging to what is there, because it has been clung from moment to moment in the past until it conditions such object to be object of desirable object, to have it again and again and again, dependent on that object to be happy or pleasant. Would you like to have the green instead of the red color?
Sometimes, Ajahn.
Not always. See? So understanding Upanishya Pachaya and Aramanupanishya Pachaya, we talk about the object of Nisya Pachaya until it becomes so strong, Upanishya Pachaya, and the object is the object of Upanishya Pachaya. So it is Aramanupa Nisya Pachaya. Do you sing?
Can you say again, Ajahn?
Do you sing a song?
Ah, ah, very rarely, Ajahn.
Say not Aramanupanishya Pachaya, the song. Would you like to listen?
Yes.
See, more or less.
Yes, it can condition more and more liking of that.
That's why no doubt about Aramanupanishya Pachaya is that what you like, the object that you like, is conditioned to be object, desirable object, from moment to moment, on and on, until it conditions the moment of wanting it, look for it, try to get it or have it. Each meal, each moment. That's why there are so many different goods to buy, say, trademark and so on, different quality and on, because the Aramanupanishya Pachya of each person. So it's just life. They are Dhamma. Learn to understand each moment. It's conditioned for this person to like red and the other to like blue and so on. Just listen to the song, to the music, or play music, or play golf, or whatever they like. By conditions. Dhamma, Upanishya, Aramanupanishya Pachya.
And Pam, in the example that the speaker gave in the question about the objects that are disliked, that dislike, it's still accumulated. The memory of what one doesn't like the taste of is a condition for aversion again and again whilst thinking of that object or after tasting it. And this is by Pakutu Upanisya Pachya, by natural decisive support condition. So it still accumulates by this condition. It's a habit to not like certain tastes or not like certain sounds and to keep thinking about and dwelling about it. But those objects cannot be the Aramana Upanisya Pachya, that's all. Only Pakutu Upanisya Pachya.
Thank you. I think that clarifies more about what is the Aramanupanisaya Pachaya. Thank you a lot, Achan and Sarah. Không biết là cô Hòa có muốn trao đổi gì thêm về phần này không? Mời cô ạ.
Vâng, sẵn Achan đã nói về duyên thì cho con hỏi là chủ nhật tuần trước Achan có nói là không phải chỉ có cái kinh nghiệm mới là duyên mà cái được kinh nghiệm cũng là duyên, thì con có liên hệ đến như là những cái sắc, cảnh sắc, sắc cảnh thinh, nó là cảnh cảnh duyên, dù sắc khả ái hay sắc bất khả ái nó đều là do nó lại là quả của nghiệp. Nhưng mà con muốn hỏi là với những cái đối tượng là danh pháp như trong lộ ý như là tâm tâm sở thì nó là cảnh duyên như thế nào, và rồi những cái yếu tố để cho nó làm duyên như thế nào để cho tâm lộ ý kinh nghiệm nó ạ. Kinh nghiệm cái cảnh mà là danh pháp ạ.
Vâng, con cũng chưa kết nối được mấy đoạn của câu hỏi của cô. Vậy bây giờ chủ yếu là cô muốn biết là các danh pháp thì nó được làm duyên, nó là cảnh duyên như thế nào ạ? Cảnh duyên thì nó chỉ có nghĩa là nó là cảnh cho tâm thôi. Tức là tâm sinh khởi phải có cảnh thôi, nó chỉ đơn thuần là như vậy.
Nhưng vừa đối năm căn thì là sắc, còn đối với lộ ý thì lại là danh ạ. Đúng không ạ?
Vâng, nhưng mà ý là nó là cảnh như thế nào ạ? Chưa hiểu.
Nó làm duyên như thế nào để cho tâm kinh nghiệm và như thế nào? Ở khoảng khắc của cảnh thì đúng là nó chỉ là cảnh duyên, nhưng mà nó lại trong lộ ý thì như là lại thấy như cái liên hệ đến cái vừa cô Tâm vừa nói, hỏi Achan thì nói về cái cảnh duyên mà để cho lộ ý cứ bị lặp đi lặp lại á, thì như là muốn kết nối cái đấy mà không biết cách.
I'm not sure about the question, but I will just try to repeat what she said. She said that so the last week Achan talked about conditions, and not only nama can be conditioned, but also rupa, like the object of the hearing, seeing, and so on. And then she asked about how the nama are the object conditions to the chitta that experience in the Midor.
Sorry,
Yes,
Achan, please go ahead.
Yes, yes.
I was just going to say now, like thinking about an idea. Actually, it just means the idea is the object experience, the aramana of the thinking. That is all that is meant by aramana pachya. The idea doesn't do anything. It doesn't condition the thinking to arise, except it's just the object that is experienced at that moment. That's all. Aramana pachya. Please continue, Ajahn.
Dhamma is so precise, it cannot be changed at all. Even they are so similar, very similar, but they are different. That's why, excuse me. Okay. What we are talking about now what Dhamma, what reality are we talking about right now?
Dạ, tâm suy nghĩ bây giờ ạ, như con đang suy nghĩ về
À,
những gì vừa được nghe ạ.
about the thinking now and thinking about what has been discussed, what has been explained.
We heard the same words, but thinking is different. By what? Paccaya. Even Anantara Paccaya is Anantarupa Nisya Paccaya. It becomes a habit to think like that.
Mhm.
In short, see, but it's so true because it depends on Paccaya as well. What do you think in a day different from the others? Different object.
Can I just add a brief observation, please? Sometimes when we hear condition, A conditions B, we think it means something like A causes B to happen. But really, the conditions that we are interested in, sometimes referred to as conditional relations, actually describe the relationship between two different dhammas. So rather than wondering how it causes the conditioning Dhamma causes the conditioned Dhamma to occur, it's just actually describing how they are related or connected, the manner of that relationship or association. So in the case of mind or citta and its object, which is a concept, as Sarah said, it's not the fact that the concept brings about the arising of the citta, the mind or citta, but just that it is there as object. And that's the relationship that pertains, that exists at that moment. Thank you.
The thinking arises by habit. It's conditioned by Pakatu Upanisya Paccaya and Anantarupa Nisya Paccaya, many different conditions, Sahajata Paccaya with the other Chaitasikas, it arises with the sanya that marks the object, the pasa that contacts the object, and so on. It arises to experience that particular idea or concept, what we were talking about, or any idea. Actually, that is countless moments of thinking. So it arises by its conditions as a reality to experience that particular idea, and the idea that it thinks about there has to be an object, aramana paccaya, that's all. The concept doesn't arise, it's not a condition, it's not a dhamma, but there has to be the thinking about an idea. There has to be aramana that is experienced. That is aramana paccaya. It's different when we talk about seeing, which experiences visible object. The visible object is aramana paccaya, and it is the condition for seeing to arise when it has impinged on the eye sense, because we're talking about realities in this case. But when we're talking about thinking about an idea, we talk about the conditions for thinking to arise, and the thinking experiences an aramana, that's all.
And in the mind door processes that follow immediately after a sense door process, which I think is what the question relates to, the object of the mind door process, consciousness, is a concept of the sensed or object. But this happens by reason of the fixed order of things. This is just the way it is, that the experiencing through the sense door is followed by mind door consciousness that has the concept of the sense door object as its object.
To have the visible object that has just fallen away. But I think because she was mentioning about thinking about what we've been discussing before, so this is referring to many, many, many mind or processes experiencing different concepts and ideas, not the experiencing of visible object that has just fallen away.
Và nhiều khi không qua ngũ môn thì tâm nó cũng biết về các đối tượng là danh và tức là tâm và tâm sở ạ. Thì con muốn hỏi về cái đối tượng lúc mà không qua ngũ môn ạ.
You'd like to also ask about the objects that are nama, like Chitasikas, for example. They are the objects of the mind door, and there's no sense door processes before that.
So what's the question there exactly?
I think she herself was not sure. But
Ví dụ như là
in relations with the object conditions, how those object conditions, the chitta, I think that was the original question.
It's just the object of experience. The chitta arises by different conditions, such as the habit for it to arise, even the chitta which arises with panya and experiences Cetasika as object. That chitta and that panya arise by habit, by different conditions, and experience that particular object. It's the aramana. That's what is meant by aramana pachya. It's the object of experience, that's all. The Cetasika experienced, which is the object of panya, doesn't do anything. It's just the object experienced, aramana pachya.
We don't have much time left, so maybe Ajahn, would you like to say anything?
Is it now doubt about the object of minder? Is it?
Câu hỏi cho.
Dạ con cũng hiểu hơn rồi ạ. Nó chỉ là cảnh duyên của tâm thôi ạ.
Ajahn vừa có câu hỏi đấy ạ. Như là hiện giờ có hoài nghi là đối tượng của ý môn không ạ?
Không ạ. Con thấy rõ hơn ạ. Con cảm ơn.
Không có hoài nghi là đối tượng của ý môn ạ. She said no doubt now because she understands more about object conditions. Nhưng mà Ajahn đang giảng cho cô về thắc mắc của cô đó.
Yeah.
What can minder experience?
Dạ, ý môn nó có thể kinh nghiệm được khái niệm như mà khi mà năm căn diệt đi, nhưng bà Sarah vừa nói thì kinh nghiệm được các khái niệm và nó kinh nghiệm được danh pháp như là tâm hay tâm sở. Thì đấy là đối tượng của ý môn bây giờ ạ.
She said the Mayador can experience concept and then the Nama Dhammas like Chitta and Cetasikas.
So minder can experience everything, isn't it?
Dạ phải ạ.
Yes, Ajahn.
So no doubt about the object of minder, citta. Do you think
Vâng ạ.
of me when you do not see me? Can you?
Vẫn có nghĩ về ạ.
Think of you, Ajahn, when I don't see you.
See, it's the object of minder. And at this moment of seeing someone, minder is there. Not the sensor, not the seeing object only, but also minder object is there too. And the minder likes the object of sensor.
Ý môn nó có thích đối tượng. Nhưng mà đối tượng của ngũ môn thì nó chưa phải là ai đấy hay cái gì đấy. Thì con cũng chưa rõ cái phần này ạ. Bởi vì nó chưa là...
Câu
Nó
hỏi chỉ đơn thuần là ý môn có thể thích cái đối tượng của ngũ môn không?
có ạ.
Yes, Ajahn.
The minder can experience any object. Like now.
Thank you very much, Ajahn. Thank you.
Yes, Radhika, everyone.
So,